Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me this week. So this week I'm going to be really nervously checking out Claude Cowork and giving it permission to one of my folders to reorganize. I've been really reluctant to do that, especially when it comes to security and giving access to an AI tool to my files. So I'm very nervously doing this. I haven't done it yet, so you're going to be seeing me live trying to figure this out using Claude Cowork. So if you're interested in finding out how Claude Cowork works and how it can access your files, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm very nervously going to give access to Claude Cowork, one of my folders. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so I'm on my Claude app, and as you know, I've had to use a VPN. I've had to use my brother's telephone number and his account to be able to access this in Hong Kong. And I've just gone on to Cowork, which you can see here. And this came up automatically, actually. It was a prompt that just came up, and you can see it's auto set to Opus 4.7, which is the latest model from Anthropic. Now, I'm just going to edit this then. It says, help me, I'm going to say reorganize this folder. Okay, reorganize. Let me just put that in. Okay, I have a messy, unstructured files and want to understand. Well, I want to understand what themes are emerging. No, I want to. So let me just, I'm doing this live. So sorry, let me try and be as fast as possible so that we can just get to, how co-work is going to work. Help me organize this folder. I have messy, unstructured files and want to create labels and categories. Okay, so let me just put that. Very nervously giving access. I've always got auto check on, which is great. First, scan the folder, show me a summary of the total, date, types of content. Before analyzing, ask me what I'm hoping to discover. Okay, so I might just leave that. Whether certain files or time periods should be prioritized, what format would be useful, and I'm going to say what categories should. Oh, it's just gone. It's just gone. And I was just typing and it's just automatically gone. And what I really don't like about Claude is I can't actually put in a prompt while it's thinking. And so this task has just gone ahead and I can't actually, go and edit this. Whereas in Manus, I can have a conversation. Let's say I've started a task, but I want to change the direction. I can actually go in straight away. So let's just have a look. It says, I'd love you to help reorganize your folder before I can scan. I need two things, access and some clarifying details. Okay, so at least I can now give it some clarifying details. So let me choose the folder. So this is my folder of activities and posters that I have for all workshops. And it's a mess. There are maths activities, there are generic activities, there are collaborative activities, and I want this folder to be reorganized. So I'm going to open this, and then hopefully it says, what am I hoping to discover? Of something else. Okay, so let me type this in. Let me just click this. Can you put this into categories? And let's see if it will relabel. And relabel. Okay, let's just see. I've just put that, entered that. What should I prioritize? I think treat all equally. And then folder reorganization is what I want. Yep, folder reorganization. And it says Opus uses my limit faster, so try another model for longer conversations. All right. The other thing I found with Claude is with Claude, I've been doing little activities, giving it little tasks. And pretty much straight away with one big task, it will always ask for more credits or it needs, I'm out of usage for the day. So I'm seriously not that impressed so far, but maybe this will be a great use, like reorganize my folder, because I really do need this. There are so many different activities for mathematics, for my workshops like art of facilitation, for collaborative norms, building a culture of trust when I'm running workshops, different, protocols. Okay, so here's a summary. Let's have a look. Okay, 808 files across 17 existing subfolders plus 142 loose files. It is pretty messy. Okay, so it's given me the content. Yep. Top categories I'm seeing. Okay, so this is good. Concept-based curriculum. Yep. Workshop activities and icebreakers. Absolutely. Mathematics teaching resources. This is good. Inquiry-based learning, leadership and coaching, change management. And then there's two more smaller groups I spotted. These two. Yep. So before I retouch these 808 files, I wonder if I'm going to go over my daily usage. Two quick questions. It says, do these categories look right? I would say yes, use all 7. Yep. And then how should I handle your existing subfolders? I think move them into the categories. I don't want them. Should I rename files for consistency? I will say light cleanup only. Okay. So let's have a look. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know, how many credits this is going to take as well. So just so that I don't waste your time, I might hit the pause button and time this. And I'll come back and let you know how long this is going to take. But it's 808 files, and I can actually really see value here. I don't like to waste resources. I don't like to create AI slop, but I actually do need this organization. It's a mess, and basically it's stopping me from going into that folder. And what I'm doing is just I keep creating the same resources again for the workshops. So I've got so many different versions and I need to just get organized. So I think this is a really good use. Before I hit the pause button, I just want to show you the progress on the right-hand side. So it's existing, inspecting the existing subfolders, it's creating 7, moving 142, verify reorganization, produce summary. So this is what's happening. Okay, in that folder, I'm going to hit the pause button and I'll be back. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes and then I've got some questions that are being posed. So before I touch the 808 files, do these categories right, blah, blah, blah. Actually, I think it's finished. Done. It says, so that took 5 minutes. That wasn't too bad. All 808 files accounted for, 0 loose files at top level. So here I've got concept-based curriculum 84, workshop activities, mathematics teaching resources 243. Okay, and typos fixed along the way. I mean, that's pretty good. I think we should have a look at this. Now, the root folder says activities and posters for workshops. I left that alone since you'll need to rename it yourself in Dropbox. Okay, great. And then one thing with flagging category 2 workshop activities ended up at 380 files, mostly because a pre-existing online resource folder, 283 files, is a big grab bag from 2020 that covers blended learning. Yeah, that's right. I did. I had this, mixed bag of folders. I put the whole folder under workshop activities as the best generic home for PD materials. But if you'd like, I can open it up, redistribute the contents, etc. Okay, just say the word. So I'm just going to go now and have a look at my Dropbox folder. So here's the activities and for workshops folder, and we kept it the same. Oh my goodness. Do you see the 7 categories? That would have taken me hours to go through. I mean, and that I needed that reorganization because what was happening was I was actually, redoing all of the resources. So I've got the concept-based curriculum and instruction. Let's just have a look. It's all in that folder. It's still a little bit messy, but at least it's in one folder. I've got workshops and icebreakers. Okay, all right. I've got mathematics resources, at least all of at least all of the maths resources are in one folder. I mean, I'd have to double check this. Inquiry-based learning, yep, and the PYP, looking at that. Leadership and management assessment, and branding and infographic templates. I mean, that's a wonderful start. So that was just a really quick video. It took 5 minutes for Claude Cowork to reorganize one of my folders that I've been, you saw there was hundreds of files in there that I've been dreading going through because it was so disorganized. And I can imagine my next step will probably to be asking Claude Cowork to organize subfolders within those folders, because when I opened those folders, it was, still a mess, and that's my fault, not Claude Cowork's fault. So, okay, Claude Cowork, you've impressed me in terms of organization, but I'm still trying to think of, really meaningful ways to use Cowork that doesn't waste resources. So if you've got any ideas, please put them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.